Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Bean, and welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And yo, you're now rocking with the best word up. Shout out to everybody who checked out my last video. I really appreciate it. If you hadn't seen the last video, yo, the link is way down there in the description. Get a chance to go click on it, talk about some conspiracy theories and what I believe in. You kind of get a little bit of the real King Bean. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm gonna sit up here and try to record this video probably about 2 or 3 times already. I got trains going by, people coming in, and the phone's ringing again. Yo, it's just crazy. I don't know why the phone's ringing so much, yo. But anyway, well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get to the topic. Right now, you're seeing some Call of Duty, some Call of Duty gameplay. I'm not here to talk about any Call of Duty, but I was playing it, of course, this weekend on the Xbox One at the Double XP weekend, and I kind of went ham a little bit, not in too many games, but these 2 games I did do pretty well. I know you're saying, well, Bean, why aren't you putting up anything when you're doing bad in? I'm not putting up anything I'm doing bad in. For what? It's a YouTube video. At least I want to give you some kind of eye candy, because I don't ball out like that all the time, but when I do ball out, I do like to show it. So anyway, what I really want to talk about was something that I noticed yesterday when I was at work, man. I'm sitting at work, I'm chilling, and at the time we were slow, so I ain't have any customers come in, but I saw something today that made me think of something. This young lady parked in front of my building, and when she parked in front of the building, I saw her, and she parked over the line. And I was like, that's one of my pet peeves. I hate when people park and they park way over the line. I just can't stand that. I'm like, yo, there's 2 lines right there. You should be able to park in the lines. I have more forgiveness for somebody if you're backing in and you can't get there, but when you're pulling straight in and you still park over the line, that's a problem. I don't get it. I have more, like I said, I have more forgiveness for backing in. I have more forgiveness for elderly people doing that, but if you somebody young, you should be able to park straight. So anyway, and I watch this young lady, and I'm watching her get out of her vehicle. She goes next door to get her hair done. Then the next time I look up, there's 3 other vehicles begin to park next to her, and each one of the vehicles, they all park across the line. And I'm sitting there like, wow. I said, that's pretty fascinating. I'm like, why? I'm sitting there thinking like, well, why are they doing that? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, for me, I'm not going to park over the line. I think I've done it once or twice, but then I went back outside and reparked my vehicle. But when I saw that, it just made me think of a quote of Les Brown. Now, if you don't know who Les Brown is a motivational speaker. He's been a motivational speaker for years. This guy's wonderful. If you ever get a chance to, he's got tons of videos on YouTube, man. And when you listen to his videos about, empowering yourself to do better, you'll come out more hyped and you feel like you can take on the world, man. But he gives it to you raw and he keeps it real. He keeps it 100. So I like listening to this guy from time to time. Especially when I'm down in the dumps, I like listening to this guy. But anyway, one thing that Les Brown said in one of his videos, and one of his audiobooks that I had, he said, it's amazing what your subconscious could do. Now I'm paraphrasing what he said. Now it's amazing what your subconscious can do. Now, yes, you pick up on habits because of the people that you hang around. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know that you do it. No matter if it's good or bad, you pick up habits from that. Now, like I said, that young lady parked across the line. The next 3 vehicles that parked in a row next to her, they all parked across the line. They wasn't even thinking about parking across the line, but they saw her park across the line. So they end up doing it, not even thinking that they were doing it. So what it made me think of, what about the people in your life? Think about that for a second. Just think about that for 1 second. What about the people that you got surrounded around you in your life? And you saying, well, Bean, I don't do that stuff that they do. I don't do half the things what my friends do. I stay to myself. I'm my own person, and I don't pick up those habits. I'm the same way. I feel you on that. I said I'm the same way. But if you actually sit down there and be honest with yourself, you'll see that you pick up those same habits. You hang around broke people, you're going to end up being broke. You know what I'm saying? You hang around drug dealers or druggies, you're going to end up doing drugs or selling dope. I'm telling you, it inevitably happens. It always happens, even when you don't think that it will happen. When I was a young man, I ruined my credit early on because the girl that I was with, she never paid her bills on time. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was okay not to pay your bills on time. Although I was taught as a young man to make sure you pay your bills on time. So when I didn't pay my bills on time, my credit went bad and everything was all screwed up for a very long time, for me personally. Back in the day, I mean, I don't drink a lot. I've never been a real big drinker. I always was a social drinker, even when I was going out to the club. But I would binge drink from time to time, just going out partying, you know what I'm saying, when I have a good time. But when I was young, I never drank. You know what I'm saying? I never drank. And I took my first sip of alcohol when I was 21 years old just to taste it, just so I could say, hey, I could taste it. But my friends around me, they used to drink. I used to be the designated driver when we went out. You know what I'm saying? But when I got out there in the world, I started doing it because my friends was doing it. And, you know, something that I'm not too proud of, I used to smoke Black and Miles, those cigars. When I was growing up, I never did. But when I did that was because my friends were doing it. I was trying to be cool like them. So I picked up a lot of bad habits from just the people who were around me. So this is just something for you guys to think about. I know, you know, we on the video game channel and we play video games, and, you know, it's fun to talk trash, and it's fun to, you know, just to talk about how great games are, or how one console is good, or how one console is bad. But these are things you need to think about, man. Because there's going to come a time in your life where you're going to have to make a change in your life. And some of you guys may be young adults that are listening to this video. Your friends who were your friends in high school may not be your friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a bad thing or anything. Sometimes you grow apart. So you're going to have to get out there in that world and make sure you surround yourself with some good people. Some people that's going to be smarter than you. Some people who are going to train you and hold you accountable to what you do in your life. Because if you don't have those type of friends that's going to hold you accountable, the only time they're going to be there for you is in the good times. Because when times get bad, they're going to run away. Trust me, I've lived that life. I've lived that, and I'm still going through that now. I had some friends who were my friends back when everything was all good with me, when we was partying and BSing around. We ain't friends no more. We don't hang out, we don't talk, we don't do nothing. Because when I was down, there was nobody there to help me except for my family members, my real close family members, and most of my coworkers. And that's being honest with you. It wasn't the same people who I hung out with, you know, because I went through something real serious in my life that really changed my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go into detail about that later. Not right now. I'm not comfortable with it right now, sharing it with the world, but I will. I promise you I will one day. So I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to become better as a better human being. I haven't made it yet. And some of you guys may have made it, but anybody who's listening out there in internet world, understand this. Make sure you choose your friends wisely. Choose the people who's in your circle wisely. If you want to improve and have a better life and become a better human being, choose the people who you surround yourself with wisely. Choose the people who are doing stuff that's positive, who can make a difference, who can make you accountable for yourself, to hold yourself to a higher standard. Now, there's a great video that's on the Breakfast Club that I saw today. And it's by this former basketball player named Jay Williams. He used to go by Jason Williams. He used to play for Duke University. And I hate Duke, especially the college basketball team. I hate Duke. But, you know, Jay Williams was no joke in college. He was no joke in college. That guy was freaking awesome. And basically, he threw his whole career away because he got in a motorcycle accident when he played for the Chicago Bulls. I'm not going to spoil everything for you. You should go check the video out. It's on the Breakfast Club. It's Jay Williams. You should check it out. He really tells a really good story about his life. But one of the main things he said about his life is that he had surrounded himself when he was a young man around the wrong people. And the wrong people didn't tell him no when they needed to tell him no. It wasn't his friends. They wasn't holding him accountable. So he felt like he was invincible man. He was Superman, and he was indestructible. And then when he fell hard, and he fell pretty much by himself. So go check it out. You should go check that video out when you get a chance to. So anyway, what I'm saying to you guys, you know, there's cliches. They're cliches for a reason. And, you know, birds of a feather, they flock together, baby. So this your boy King Bean. That's all I want to talk about today. But I'll holler at you dudes later. One love. Peace.